One of the easiest ways to manage student iPads in Jamf Teacher is through lessons. Lessons are background scenes that you create to help manage what students have access to when you have the lesson turned on. To create a lesson, I'm going to go ahead and click into Lessons on the right-hand side and select Create Lesson. I'm going to name it, and it could be the name of a subject area if you want different apps accessible during different subjects and have those preset. It could also just be a generic class one if you are using the same apps during each period of instructional time. From here, you can select Edit next to the allowed apps. The apps that you select in this section will be the only apps that students have access to when this lesson is enabled. I'm going to go ahead and select a few apps that are frequently used during my lesson time to preset in this lesson. Once I have made my selections, I'm going to go back to Create Lesson, and I can double check these are the allowed apps that I want students to have access to. Since I have picked Safari, I can also add specific links that I want them to have access to. So perhaps I put my Zoom link, and that will create a shortcut for them. I can also create quick access to the portal. Once you have selected your lesson links, you can see that you also have an option to only allow students to log into those websites. Keep in mind that you always want to have portal as an access point if you're going to use that to log into other apps. Here on the bottom, it gives you some additional functions that you can select for student management during your lesson. Once you feel like you're ready to try it, you're going to hit Save. Then I can X out of it, and you'll notice that I have two options to start this lesson. I can start it from the main Jamf Teacher console and hit Start. If I do that from this location, it will give me a list of all of my classes, and I can pick which one. It'll also ask you when you want to clear it. I'm going to go ahead and hit Start. Another option for lessons is to start them from your home screen. So if I open the class, on my menu of navigation at the top, one of my options is to start a lesson. Here, I can pick which lesson I would like to start and when I would like it to clear after. Once I hit Start, that lesson is then enabled for any student that signs on to a device in my class. To clear restrictions, you can select either Clear from this menu, and it will ask you, are you sure you want to clear all restrictions? Or you can select Leave Class. When you do that, it will ask you if you want to clear restrictions before you leave, which is always recommended. Keep in mind that students will not know when they are being managed by Jamf Teacher, so it is always best practice to give them some kind of message or caregiver some kind of message to know that the device is going to begin to be managed.